This conference will now be recorded.
So we'll start the session now. Okay, so I will share my screen. Yeah, okay. So what we want to discuss today's class, these are the topics still be not completed. Okay, maybe unsupervised learning, so reinforced learning, okay, like vector embeddings, okay, like semantic search and vector database. So these are the few topics we want to be covered today and tomorrow's class. Okay, so almost we will try to be complete. Fine. So last class we are discussing unsupervised learning, and we already did one examples here. Okay, this is the example which we did from the last class. So we know very well unsupervised learning is when the computer learn from the data without labels. That is only we discussed yesterday's class, and we try one program without library, how it will be work, the small programs. Now what we want to do, we want to try to be use with library when we have some complex data, how it will be works. It's clear. Now what I want to do one program, this is my case study, what I have discussed from yesterday's class. So this is my question. You have given the student height. These are the student height with no labels. That is only unsupervised learning. But we want to use this k-means algorithm to how the algorithm can be group them into the short, medium, tall, and clusters. So we want to be right to implement the course, and we want to be assigned one centroid also, and we'll see how it will be works. It's clear. This is one small question for unsupervised learnings. Now, what is the step number one? Normally, we have to go to the terminal, and we want to be install the k-means. So k-means we want to be first install. So k-means I already told you, this is the unsupervised learning algorithm used for the clustering purpose, and it group the data point in the clay cluster base similarities purpose. That's correct. So already we have mentioned here k equal to 3 means nothing but that is short, medium, and top. It will be considered. Okay. Now we will see how to demonstrate this program. Now what I'm doing, step number one, from sklearn we have to use this library dot clusters. Okay, and import the class, the algorithm k-means. So already I told you the first we want to be import k-means algorithm from sklearn, because we want to use for the clustering purpose. So k-means is the unsupervised learning algorithm that group the data into the clusters. That is the main reason we are using this class as a k-means. But we want to first pip install k-means, we want to be installs. That's correct. So now already installation is done. Okay, so when I go my terminal, I can check also I did installation or not. So just we have to write pip list. When you write, we can see the list of the libraries whether we have did installation or not. We can be checking out. These are like all libraries which already have done the installations. That's correct. So yeah, almost we're done. Okay, all the libraries. Okay, so okay, fine. We already done all the libraries, and you have to be check it out. It's clear. So now I need one matplot library to for my visualization purpose. So what I want to do, I have to use import matplot libraries. So this also already we discussed for the initialization purpose. I'm using this pyplot, okay, as I create one template name as a PLTs. So matplot we already discussed, mainly we are using for visualize the clusters. I want to visualize my clusters and centroids on a graph. We need this matplot libraries because the input data we know very well, that is the student heights. Already the question has given the input data, we know very well this is the student's heights, but there is a no label has given, that is only unsupervised learning. That is the main reason we are following this algorithms. It's clear. Now what I'm doing, the next step, the height already has given the input data, so I have to be use the variable here, height equal, I'm using 120 comma, is clear. So height is given, okay, fine, okay. So 120 comma and 122 comma and 150 comma. So just we can be take the student height, we can give any height, I'm just making based on your algorithm what they have mentioned. I'm taken a few height, is correct. So already I have taken the height, that is 120. This is the height which I have taken here. So that should be the 120. This is the input data, 120, 122, 150, 170, 172, but there is a no label have given. But the algorithm find the group automatically. That is the main reason we are writing k-means. Now the k-means algorithm find the group automatically. Is correct. How do we find the group automatically here? First, I will explain. Okay, then we'll come back. Okay. So now, what I'm doing here, very simple. I will use one model. Okay, I'll explain how it will be works. Now I'm using here k-means. So this is the, I have to initialize one object here. So here I'm writing inside, this is a predefined, I'm using n clusters equal to 3. Now already we know very well these are the row input of data of the student height. The no label short, medium and tall is given, but the k-means model with 3 clusters. I think short, medium and talls. Now, how it will be work here, I'll just give the explanation. So now, what exactly we want to do it here? We want to be first, we know very well, let's, I will make to mention here. So we already they given here 120 plus 150 plus 172, something they give us. Now, what I'm doing here, I just chosen this, these are the values, the 120, and just I will take the centralized value, that is 150 and 170. I just taken this 120 and 150 and 170. Now what I want to do it here, this is a centroid which I'm already taken here. The k means it start with 3 random centroids. I'm just taken this. The k means what this k means it's supposed to do. It start with 3 random centroids, the cluster center. So randomly I'm taken 120, 150 and 170. What algorithm has to be do? Now what do you want to do? The each height we want to assign to the nearest of centroids. Now what I'm doing here, the 120 comma 122. I'm talking about this. This is very close to the, I'm just talking about, this is very close to the 120s. Okay, this is very close to this to the 120. Now the cluster, this is the clusters, it will make as a, I'm just talking about, this is the clusters. Now the cluster, it will make as a zeros. That's correct. The cluster, it's make as a zero. Zero is nothing but that is short. That's correct. The cluster, it will make it as a zero. It will be considered as a short because this is the nearest. Is a very close to the 120. This centralized, it will be work in behind of that. So we'll got it. The cluster should be zero. The algorithm explanation. I'm not teaching in depth of algorithms. I'm just making you that algorithm how it will be works. Yes. Now again, it will because we are given k equal to 3. So 150 comma 152. What we are given this is correct. So 150 to 152, whatever number will be there, that will be very close to the 150s. It is closer to the 150s. Now here the cluster we are talking about, here the cluster is one. One is nothing but mediums. Is correct? Because we are given k equal to 3. So again, we are talking about 170 comma 172. Now this is very closer to the 170s. So we can say this should be the cluster, that should be 2. That should be the tall on this. Is correct? So already we got the labels. Got you my question? Now we got the labels. So the label, so we got it the label here. Okay, so I'm just writing because so based on the k-means algorithm, based on this input, we got the labels. So that is the reason we are writing k-means algorithm. So the labels we got it. The labels now it's become, we know very well. So 120, 122 is very close to the 0. The cluster is 0 and the 0 is nothing but short. So this is my label, 0 comma zeros. So this is only your output. Now again what I'm doing here, 150 and 170, it is very close to 150. Clusters should be 1 and 1. So 1 comma 1. Then again we are talking about this 170 and 172 is very close to this cluster 2. We got it 2 comma 2. So what we got it here now, this is the step number 2. Now the step number 3, I'm just making the algorithm. Now the step number 3, we got it. This is the labels and we got it. This is the input of data. And based on this k-means algorithm, we got the label also. But we know very well unsupervised, there is a no label. So based on this algorithm, we got the label also. Now what we want to do, step number, okay, I will complete the code. I'm just making this algorithm, how it will be work. The step number 3, we want to update. So we want to update the centroids. So now the K means recalculate the mean of each clusters. Now it recalculate the mean of the each clusters. That is only I'm doing here. So what I'm doing here, clusters, I'm talking about the cluster zeros. Now in the cluster 0, I have 120 comma 120. Now I want to find the mean of this. So how do we find the mean? So 120 plus 122 divided by 2, we got it 121. It's clear? So I can recalculate the mean of each clusters. I got it. This is 121. So again, the same thing. I'm talking about the clusters 1. Okay, the clusters 1. The mean I want to calculate 150 comma 170 we have. So here also same thing I'm doing here. The mean we want to be calculate. So I just write 150 plus 152 divided by 2. we got it 151. Okay, I'm just 151 we got it. Okay, now the cluster 2 also we want to do, and we are talking about the new centroid. Already we got it the centroid here. So with this one, so this is only I'm talking about. We want to be recalculating the new centroids. Is correct. So this is only I'm talking about. Is correct. So again, what I'm doing here, the clusters 2, we already the value has given 170 comma 172, and here also we want to find out the mean. The mean is 170 plus 172 divided by 2, 171. It's clear. So this is the new centroids what we got it here. So I'm just written 121 comma 151 comma and 171. We got it. It's correct. So we got it here. So that is only I'm talking about. But this is the new centroids which we got it. So what we want to do, we want to repeat this until it's not stable. We want to reassign the points again and again. So again, what I'm doing here, we want to see that now there's a no changes later. Now what I want to do, based on my value, what we have 120 comma 122, still it's closest to the 121. So this is my centroids. This is very closest to the 121. So that the clusters, I'm just making you the cluster now is zeros. The cluster should be the zeros. So again, what I'm doing here, this 150 comma 170, still it's very close to 171. So I can be say this is the clusters 1. That's correct. So what I'm given here, okay, so 150, 170, 150 and 152. Anything we can be right. 152, 152. Sorry, 152. So still is very close to the 151. Okay, this ones. So now we can be say this is clusters 1 only. So we already know this is short, medium and tall. This is short, this is medium, and what we want to do the next, the same thing we are talking about 170 comma 172. What I have given, yes. Now still is closest to 171. So that this is the clusters, we can be say 2 on this. After that, there is a no change of algorithm. Algorithm now it will be stopped. There is a no change of this algorithm. Algorithm will be stopped now. Okay. So now we have to be stop the algorithms. Is correct. So I'm just given the basic things. Now how the k-means algorithm has to be work. Yes, correct. So this is the option which I have mentioned how this algorithm has to be work. Now what is the next steps? We want to create one variable model and okay model which already we have here. So model dot fit. So I want to be use this fit. So why I'm talking about, I hope we clear what I have mentioned here, because so why I'm written this k means, because we will tell the k means from three groups. The algorithm will automatically it will be discovers. That is only we have written here. Is correct. Now what I want to do it here, I want to use model dot fit of height. So I just taken for this is the variable, this is the height. So we want to train to fit this model of the height of the data. So what is the purpose? Because now the model learn the pattern from the input data and build the clusters. That is only written. Okay. Now we want to print the clusters label which we assign to the students. So what I'm using here, I'm just writing here the print model dot labels. This is the labels. Okay, first we will see, then we will later we will use matplot library. Let's will check it out. We are getting proper answer or not. Okay, we got it by you. See that? I think randomly is taking 11022. Maybe this is it's considering as a tall, short, and medium. Okay, so it will be changed randomly. You see that. Again, I'll run this program based on the K-means algorithms. It will be checked. Now see the again. Okay, so based on this, okay, so it's considering this is one and one. Okay, it will be not proper sorted. This is one and one, and it's showing this should be zero, and this should be the two, which we got it here also. Is correct. Now, what we want to do, we want to be plot one graphs. It's clear. So that is the reason I am written this modplot library. We want to be plot one graph. So I want to be plot one scatter only here. So I'm using plot dot scatters. I think scatter is there. Is correct. So then only we want to make easily to understand. So that is the reason I'm taken this scatters plot dot scatters, and I will make the height what height we are mentioned 120 122 comma I have to 0 index into length length of the height. Okay, I'll complete, then I will tell you uh, what exactly this means. It's correct. So let's, I'm taken for this is the height comma and c equal to model. We have the model also here. So model dot the labels I want to be print. So labels comma uh, I need the rainbow. So I'm using C map equal to rainbow. Okay, the colors, the rainbow, and I need the size should be 600 comma, and I need the marker. Marker is we'll get a marker. What marker you need? So I need markers should be anything it can be, right. I'm just taking as a zeros. So I have written for this to show which cluster each student is belong, like short, medium, and tall. So that is the main reason I plot the student height on the cluster plots. So I'm given here x-axis height values, and y-axis I'm given all the zero just for the visualization purpose. So what is the purpose I'm written here? We want to visualize each student as a color, as a dot based on the clusters. That is only I have mentioned here. Is correct. So again, what I want to do it by here. So I'm using plot. Okay, so I will use plot dot scatters. Again, I'm using plot dot scatters, and because I want to be plot the clusters for center, I want to find the average height of each groups. So I want to show the centroids, mean height of each cluster with black of x. That is only the main reason I want to do it. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just using plot dot clusters. Again, I'm using for this is model dot clusters. The cluster centers I'm taken this is and comma. I'll make it as 0 comma 0 comma zeros. What we have here. So I'll put one more comma here, and because I want to need the color of this I will take colors should be the black colors. Okay, you'll understand when I plot the graph what exactly this, why I'm using this. I'm using the marker. So marker should be take as a X. Anything you can be take what you want to be marked. So I'm given the size of this should be the 400. Yeah, we'll give 400 comma, and label I'm given as a centralized. Okay, we'll see that. So it's not showing here. Okay, not a problem. Label equal to centroids. Okay, we'll see that. Maybe if any error we have, we want to try to be correct. So just I'm taken for centroids. Now I want to be label of x axis. I want to be display. So I'm using plot dot x labels. You can display anything. X label I want to display the height. So I'm taken as a height. And I need one title of this. I will take the title. So we will take the title. We can write anything. I'm just writing the student's height clusters should be short or medium. I have taken or tall. Something I have written. It's correct. And I can make to plot the graph because I want to be display the scatter plots with clusters and centralites. So I'm just using to plot the graph here. Let's we'll see where I did mistakes. If it is mistake somewhere, it will not be wrong. Let's will execute and we'll see that we have plotted the graph or not. Yeah, we plotted the graph. You see that this is only I'm talking about. Is correct. So we already taken the height. We already taken this. This is the uh, this is only a DDS. Okay, this is X which I have written in there. So 120 to 130. This is the centroids. 140 to 150 and 160 to 170. We got it. So this is all like we want to take the short, medium, and top. This is short, medium, and top on this. Correct. Fine. I'll forward this program. Just go through that. If anybody have any questions, whichever line not understand, we can try to be clarified. Is correct. So my voice is audible. Impuna, Ankita, and Preeti. My voice is audible to everyone.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions? If you have, you can clarify to me. I will forward this code so that you can understand. Okay, I'll give 3 minutes. Just go through this code. Where you have doubt, we can ask question to me. I'll give 3 minutes. I will mute. Okay, fine. We'll come back. It's correct. So next questions, and I'm given the task. Okay, so this task, let's try. Okay, the based on the unsupervised learning. So I'm already given here the simple task. So I'll forward this task to everyone and just try. Okay, fine. So we'll move to the next concept like reinforcement learning. Anybody know what is reinforcement learning? Maybe anyone? Anybody know what exactly this? This is also part of type of machine learning. Okay, not a problem. That's correct. So first I will explain this. It's fine, and we'll come back. Okay, this is also type of machine learnings. Okay, if my voice is any interruption, try to inform me so that I can be shift another Wi-Fi. So reinforcement learning. Okay, the short form we say R. So what is a reinforced learning means what? Here the computer program interact with the environments. Okay, the computer program interact with the environments. So when I say like it take action and get feedback, reward should be like anything. Is correct, but it will learn what is work best. Is clear? So what is a reinforced learning means what? The computer program interact with the environments. So what I'm saying here, I'll tell you what is the purpose where we are using it. Take a action like you are get a feedback, rewards or plenties. Anything it can be said, it's a get a feedback from the rewards and plenty. That is only it's doing. Okay. So what reinforce it's supposed to do here? It learn what work is best. It's clear. So what is the purpose? And we will see where we are using in the real time, which company you're using and what purpose. First, I'll be just discuss what is the purpose. The first purpose we are talking about decision makings. Okay. So decision making means what? It help machine to choose the best action step by steps. That is the meaning of decision making. That is only the RL. It's that is the purpose. Next, we are talking about adaptabilities. Okay, adaptability means what? It learn from the experience and improve automatically. That is the meaning of adaptabilities. Next, we're talking about the automation purpose. We have to use a reinforced learning because it reduces the human intervention in complex tasks. That's correct. So now I'll just show you a few examples why company use RL. Why company using RL? That is very important. So why company they want to use this RL because no label is needed. It learned directly from the experience. No need to depend professor. Directly we want to learn to the senior professors. No need of labels. Why company they use RL? Because they want to improve the continuously in the new data when it is arrived. It's clear. They want to be handle their complexity. The work should be well in a traffic or finance and robotics. Clear. That is the main purpose. Company want to be use this RL concepts. That's correct. Which company using RL concept here? Many companies are there. So when I say like, of course, Google. So Google, we can DeepMind. So Google DeepMind is using because here RL train the agents to win the game and control the robots. Got it here? The Google DeepMind, we are using RL concept. The RL will be train the agent to win the game and control the robots. So Google DeepMind is using, and I'm talking about Tesla also using, because Tesla, what it's supposed to do here, the RL teach the car to drive safely in the real traffics. That is only the RL it's supposed to do. Amazon, I'm talking about here Amazon. So Amazon, what is the role of RL here? The RL will manage the price and guide the warehouse to robots to effectively. That is only the Amazon it's supposed to do. When you talk about Netflix, we have any example, every company is using. We can't say, I'm just taking a few examples. Netflix. Now, what is the role of RL here? The RL will be suggest, show that the keep viewers watchers longest. Got it here? The RL will be suggest to show that the keep viewers to watching longest. That is only the RL will be suggest. So when I say car company like Ola, we have Uber. So I'm just talking Uber. So Uber, what it's supposed to do here, the RL, it set the right prices and find the faster drive routes. That is only the RL it's supposed to do here. Now when I say like bank, every banks, is correct. The RL learn the trading strategies in changing in markets. That is only the RL will learn. So when I say healthcare, we have any example. I'm just making you a few basic example. So healthcare forms. Now what RL will supposed to do? Now RL will design the better treatment plan and discover the new drugs. That is only the RL it's supposed to do it. Yes, is correct. So now I hope you understand everyone what I'm given here. So we will see one small things, and we will see how it will be works. Is correct. So yeah. So we will take one examples which I have given here. So we will take two examples. So I gave you one for you the assessment. My first example is what I've taken very basic examples. So my first example, I'm using the RL concept. Everybody's know what is RL here. Now, what I'm given here, the traffic, we are talking about the smart traffic lights. Now, the traffic light in the junction must to decide use. The traffic in a busy junction must to decide when to take turn rights. Now, the state is what number of car is waiting. Action is what switch the light green to the red. Now, these are the rewards. RL is what? Is the rewards. Plus and minus. That is only talking about the rewards. The car pass smoothly. Less weight. Minus 5 is nothing but the car should be weight as a long. Minus 10 if the accident risk is increased, too many cars are crossing. So what is our best solution here? The traffic light learn the burst timing to reduce the waiting and avoid the accidents. It's clear? So we are talking about here rewards. That is only we're talking about reinforced learnings. We want to give rewards. That's correct. This is one task. My second task is what? I will explain. My second task is what? The smart elevator systems. Now what I'm given here, the elevator in a building must be decide, it will must be decide whether to stop at each floor or skip to save that time. This is my scenario. The elevators in a building must to decide whether to stop each floor or skip to save the time. The state is what? Current flow, number of people waiting in the direction up and down. Action is what? Stop and skip. If the 10 passenger pick up and drop quickly, that is a rewards. Minus 5 if the passenger are wait in the long. Minus 10 if elevator stop unnecessary, no one is waiting. This is only we want to talk about the rewards. This is reinforced learning. And one more assessment I will give you. You can try later. This is the delivery drawn learning to save your batteries. Okay. So I'm given the simple scenario here. The drawn deliver package in a city grid. This is the state, the drawn current location and battery level. Action already I'm given when you move north. This is a small game. North, south, east, and west. Reward says what? 10 when you reach the point. -1 for each move battery usage. -20 if the battery run out of. Now drone must be learn the best path to deliver the package while conserving the batteries. Okay, we'll see one examples. Practically how it will be works. Yes, correct. So what I'm doing here, let's will take. Okay, I'm just taking one randoms. We know random model we can learn the program to make to random choice. Randomly it will be choice. Is correct. Now what I'm given here now cars. I'm just taken the cars equal to zeros according to our this. I'm taken now number of car is waiting will come back. Now I'm just taken here cars equal to zero because now the start with zero car waiting at the traffic lights. That is only written here cars equal to zero, and we want to make number of car is waiting is 5 car. That is only the given. The number of car is waiting is 5 cars. So I just make an here start with zero car waiting at the traffic lights. Action already they given here, that is action they already given according to our question already they given. I'm just writing green, and I had to write here red on this. Okay, so now the traffic light can either turn green or red. That is only I'm reading. Very basic concept I'm reading. Now I have to use one for loop form. I declare one variable steps in range of fives. It's clear. Now I want to run my simulation for 5 steps, like 5 turn of the light. I want to run my simulation for 5 steps, 0 to 4. It starts from 0 to 4, like 5 turn of the lights. Now what I'm doing here, I declare the variable action, and I told you the randomly it's supposed to choose. I'm using random choice. So random is the module. I'm just taken this is the choice. Choice should be anything. I'm already given here action. So we'll take actions. Okay, then only the meaningful here. So I'm taking the actions. Randomly it pick green or red for the steps. Randomly. If I'm written the condition, if actions, if your action is equal to green, I'm just written here if your action is equal to green, this conditions. If the light is green, I want to give the reward should be the 5 what we have given here. Is correct. So what I'm doing here, the same steps I'm just writing here rewards. That is only the reinforcement. So I will just write 5 if the car is greater than zeros. Okay, so I'm given plus 5 rewards if the car is waiting. That is only we have given it. We are giving the plus 5 rewards if the car is waiting. So that is only written here. If car is greater than 0, we are given plus 5 rewards. This is a list comprehension what we have in Python else. Okay, cars. I'm given wrong for this is cars. Else minus 5. Minus 5 is nothing but no cars. Plus 5, the rewards if the car is waiting. Minus 5 if there is a no cars. That's correct. So that is only written here. It will be checked randomly. It will pick some values. We can't say what values it will be picked, like green and red. we can't say anything because we're given as the random choice. Is correct? So depend the randomly it will be green and red. Based on that, if the light is green, then 5 rewards if the car is waiting. Minus 5 if there is a no cars. Now what I'm using here, another things I use in cars. I'm using one max. This is the max. I want to check which is the max. I'm written for 0 comma. There is a no car now. So because that is only I want to mention the start with 0 cars. There is a no car in the traffic lights. So I'm using cars minus 2 because up to 2 car has to be passed. Ensure the car never go below zeros. That is only our condition has given us. Is correct? So what I'm saying here, up to 2 car can be passed. But ensure the car never go below zeros. This condition, if it is green is equal to green means. That is only we have mentioned. This is the rewards. Is correct? Otherwise, what I'm using here, else part. I'm using else. If the light is red, no light is green, we got it. If the light is red, we don't know which randomly it will be pickers. If the light is red, I'm given here rewards. I will take rewards equal to minus 5s. We got negative rewards. That is only talking about negative rewards because car is waiting longer. It's a negative regards. So what I want to do, I want to know one more car arrive and wait. So that is the reason I'm using cars plus equal to 1. So one more car arrive and wait. And finally, I want to print the results. So I'm using here string format. I'm using okay. This is the step like 0 or 1 because it start from 0. 0 less than 5 condition should be true. That is the reason I'm written step. Now the step later increment by value. I'm using step plus 1 and double columns. I will write light equal action. What action may be green and red? I have to make the action. Is correct. So that is the main reason I have written as a actions. Okay, this actions. And I have to put comma. I have to use cars. Okay. And inside we want to write the same thing cars. Cars should be how many cars? And we are giving the rewards. We want to give the rewards. Rewards only the reinforced learnings. I'm just writing here rewards. Is correct. So I'm just taken the basic and common example. Let's we'll see it's working or not. Random it will be works. It's coming. It's loading. Okay, light should be red. 2 car. Reward should be minus 5. It's coming for randomly here. Light should be red. Car should be 4. Sorry. I think I given written inside. That is the problem. We have to write for insides. Because if you write, it will not check properly. Because I'm written outside the for loop. That is the problem. Now you see that. Step 1, light is red, car is 1, rewards is minus 5. Step 2, light is red, car is 2, rewards is minus 5. Step 3, red, car is 3, rewards is 1. Green is 1, reward is 5. Green car is 0. It will be picked randomly here. So we are getting outputs. See that. It will be picked up randomly. That's correct. So this I have taken very basic examples. Uh, I'm not using any libraries, any algorithm. Yes, without algorithms, I have implemented this program. Shashank, today so late, Shashank?
Yes, sir. Due
Okay,
to
no
I'm
problem, no
outside,
problem,
so
no problem, no problem. That's
yeah.
correct. Yeah. So everyone clear here, Impuna, Ankita, Preeti, Sahana. I'll take one more example tomorrow. No need to get confused. It's clear. And anyone have any question? Impana, you have any questions from your sides?
Sir, I had a doubt regarding unsupervised learning. So,
Okay.
sir, usually, like, when does the K means know when to, like, how does K mean know when to stop? At which centroid point it would stop?
Yeah, yeah. Because once if you reach for the close to that particular input, the algorithm will be stops.
Okay, so at that time, like, there would be no changes in the cluster assignments.
Yes, yes. There's a no changes for the first assignments.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
And
Yeah.
key means I'm not discuss in depth. I just discuss only the basic concept for this algorithm purpose. The K means is a separate concept we have, and you have to be steady with that. Then we'll get to know so many things there. Clear?
Okay, got it, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, fine. Yes. And okay, let's continue by your projects, everyone. Okay, because already I mentioned, anybody have any questions, you can clarify to me. Is correct. And fine. And we'll see tomorrow, everyone. And if you need, I'll give one more example tomorrow, and then we'll go for the next concept. Tomorrow's class is clear. And if anybody have any questions, okay, the recording of tomorrow we'll get because that consult admin is not there. So notes, everything I already forwarded, and maybe tomorrow he will forward to everyone. Okay, your email ID you will be get everyone. It's clear. Fine. We'll see tomorrow, everyone. The same timings. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Fine.